The entrance to Chillstone Cavern yawned before them like a frozen mouth, rimmed with icicles that shimmered in odd, unnatural hues, some pale blue, others a disturbing jelly bean green. The wind moaned softly from within, not cold exactly, but sharp and humming with magic too old to be named. As the team stepped inside, the world transformed. Light bent strangely, sound echoed before being made, and a silvery fog drifted in spirals across the slick, frozen floor. Every breath clouded instantly, and even Droop's glitter seemed to fall in slow motion. Their footsteps triggered crystalline chimes in the walls, delicate at first, then louder, until each step felt like walking across a choir of frostbitten bells. Muck shivered not from cold, but recognition. The air was familiar. Something ancient stirred in the shadows, not malevolent exactly, but wrong. As they pressed deeper, the fog thickened into a dense swirl until vision blurred and voices became muffled. Blop reached for Butterknife to steady himself, but his hand passed through the image, revealing it to be a flickering illusion. Grumble screamed just once, startled as the walls warped, revealing reflections of their younger selves running ahead in the mist. Not real, not ghosts, memories frozen in time. And then, as if summoned by a memory, the carvings began to appear, delicate etchings along the cavern's interior, drawn in swirls and runes, layered with clay sigils so faint they could only be seen at a slant. One carving stood out, glowing faintly violet. It was a spell, a containment rune. And below it, a name etched in hurried, looping script, Mistress Muck. She stared at it in horror. Her voice broke into a whisper. I did this. This is my handwriting. Blop blinked, confused. You, what? Muck stepped forward slowly, her boots crackling against the frozen moss. Years ago, before I was officially a court, which before I even passed my trials, I came here chasing a rumor. I thought I'd found a wild mana pocket, but it was the frost gem. I didn't know what it was then. I thought it was cursed. It was so cold, so loud. So I wrote a binding spell, a temporary one. I swear I meant to come back. Droop fluttered nervously overhead. You cursed the gem? Muck winced. No, I mean technically, yes, but not like evilly. It was just a freeze-lock spell, meant to contain chaotic frost magic. But I never returned. I forgot, or maybe I blocked it out. I don't even remember leaving this place. The cavern responded with a low groan, like the ice itself disapproved. The carvings began glowing brighter, reacting to her presence. The temperature dropped several degrees instantly, and ice bloomed across the walls in jagged, unnatural bursts. Grumble stepped forward. So the gem's still here? Muck shook her head. No. If the seal has broken this much, it means the gem was removed. The magic is unraveling. Someone took it recently. They all turned as a sudden tremor shook the cavern. From deep within the fog, a trail of semi-melted crystals marked a strange, looping path. Footprints, odd ones, wide and square-toed, with bits of fruit pulp frozen beside them, led away from the spell site, deeper into the lower caverns. Droop sniffed the air and made a face. Banana, definitely banana, and kiwi? Blop tilted his head. Is that relevant? Droop nodded solemnly. Only one creature in Clayrealm mixes banana and kiwi willingly. Muck's eyes widened. Yeti Chef Yono. The name echoed through the cavern like a drumbeat. Yono, the exiled culinary mage of the northern peaks. Banished for enchanting fondue, infamous for blending magic with fruit. Grumble groaned. You're telling me we've come all this way, only to learn the gem was taken? For smoothies, Muck raised a finger. Frost-infused smoothies, very rare. Quite powerful. Butterknife chimed in from Muck's backpack. I always suspected smoothies were secretly magic. They followed the footprints toward a side tunnel lit by soft purple glowworms, threading their way past icy stalagmites and walls etched with forgotten menus. A half-frozen sign read, in clay runes, "Welcome to Chillstone Pop-Up Cuisine. 1 week only." Muck muttered. He must have set up a stand down the slope. Blop exhaled slowly. Then we follow. We ask politely, and if that fails, Grumble cracked her knuckles. We offer cheese. No one spoke as they continued through the icy maze. The cold no longer bit. It pulsed, rhythmic and strange, like a recipe being mixed by hands too big for the bowl. Ahead, far ahead, beyond the last bend, the smell of frozen mango and misplaced ambition awaited. But so did the frost gem and perhaps, if they were lucky or unlucky, a menu.